Hi, I'm Jessica Hreha, Head of Marketing, AI Strategy, and Transformation at Jasper, here today at the Brand Innovators AI Summit with Jeanniey Walden, Chief Marketing Officer of Rite. Jeanniey, how's it going?
It's wonderful, and it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So Jasper is an AI co-pilot built specifically for marketers. What I do now at the company is help enterprise marketing teams along with their AI adoption. So I'd love for you to kick us off. Where is your marketing team in terms of their AI journey?
We are so far at the beginning of just exploring everything that AI can offer to us from a behind-the-scenes perspective, leading into a customer experience amplifier. I would love to hear about how you can help.
Yeah, so the way that I got started at Jasper, I actually founded the Marketing AI Council at VMware, a global B2B software company. So I was in content strategy and global demand and just found the need to build this coalition cross-functionally. And we created AI usage guidelines. We created a global enablement education session. And through that, we found that we could pilot in various departments and functions and really build and scale responsible AI adoption from there. So it's really all about finding your AI enthusiasts in your company now and letting them bring the use cases to you and then scaling cross-functionally from there.
It's such a smart idea. You know, at Rite, we are at the early stages of AI adoption. We're just in the exploratory fields. And being a retail pharmacy, we have to be very, very careful about how we treat our customer data from a privacy perspective, but also our internal data as it relates to sales and margins from a competitive perspective. That said, we know that there's a lot of opportunities where AI can make us more efficient and can give us the opportunity to expand. So I would love to see some of these best practices. We're looking at how we create policies as we speak.
Yeah, AI usage guidelines and policies are so important because you have to give your marketers the guardrails to know what they can do and what they can't do, in which systems, with which use cases, right? All while embracing safe experimentation, right? We want to build a culture of innovation where we want them to experiment. We just need to protect our brand and we want them to do it in a safe way. Yeah. So it's building culture, and there's a lot of change management that goes along with that too. So I'm sure you're building an innovative culture today and collaboration. What are some things that you do to bring people together and kind of build maybe this experimentation phase?
Yeah, so from a marketing team perspective, we've had the opportunity to take a look at everything that we're doing, from our e-commerce teams to our media buying teams to our just analytics, CRM, you know, the whole gamut down to creative and strategy design. Take a look and identify where are we spending the most, what I would call less productive time, where people are spending hours on data entry, on reviewing items, on doing research that's so factual based that it's not a question of whether it's going to inadvertently cause an issue, but where there's an opportunity to make it more efficient so our team's time can be spent more on the items that are really going to make a difference and matter. And we're starting to look at where we can play in those areas. In fact, one of the tools that we started to look into was a tool that can help us identify the brands that our target client might have affinities to so that we could potentially look at partnerships. Now, it's very safe to do something like that because we're not sharing any data that could be personally identifiable, and it's giving us an opportunity to go beyond companies that we might traditionally work with and look for ways to innovate new partnerships in a world that's more digitally connected than ever.
I love that. The personalization use case is such a bread and butter use case for AI, but obviously you have to take care of customer data in that sense. But I think a lot of times too, looking at your marketing teams and looking at content production, right, is kind of low-hanging fruit to start with, to say, where are parts in the process that we have bottlenecks? Where should we be spending more time, say in editorial review or in that research and ideation phase? And if we could shorten the cycle on, say, drafting content, could we spend more time in those strategic kind of strategy side?
We're not looking at drafting content right now. Again, being a retail pharmacy, it's something that we specifically cannot take a risk in right now. If you've read everything about Google recommending that people glue their cheese to the pizza or eat rocks, and we couldn't afford for any of that information to be misinterpreted or to put any of our customers at risk. So we're starting with a lot of the operational and process items and exploring what we might want to do in those categories.
Yeah, and I think that's where those usage guidelines come in, right? Which use cases and which systems, and really provide providing that broad-based education to bring up the AI literacy of your teams so they can get into the right mindset to know what they can apply or in what ways they can use AI. And sometimes that's as easy as starting at home and how you're using it in your personal life, but then sharing it in every meeting to say, like, how maybe have you used AI in the past week? It sounds like you're doing innovative things and you're getting there, right?
You know what's happened now is the teams are now looking for customer experience opportunities. And we do that in our daily lives. And I had an opportunity just recently to use the service from another company that had a great use of AI. I'm sure when they built their business case, it was saving them millions of dollars, but wrapped around a very poor customer experience. And unfortunately, it failed, caused me to go work with a competitor of theirs. And it made me really think about that and take that back to our team and say, hey, look, we really need to focus on customer journeys and customer experience and apply the AI to that versus looking for ways to execute AI without considering the customer experience that goes along with it, because I feel like they go hand in hand in applications.
Absolutely. And we find that too at Jasper, where we may be up against competitors and others, but because we can respond quicker and we have AI obsessed, customer obsessed team, and that your success is our success, we want to build that with you. So we're finding that as well. Is there anything else that you want to share about your AI journey?
We are very much very early days in our AI journey, but we're exploring, we're having a great time looking at all the potential. And I'd love to sit down with you in a few more months and update you on where we are.
Absolutely. I think the most important thing CMOs can do is lay the groundwork for safe experimentation and build a culture of collaboration and innovation and learning. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you.